Adam Petty, perhaps NASCAR's most popular driver to ask what could have been. The first fourth-generation athlete in American sports, Adam was lost before his career truly began. In the 20th edition of Racing Infinity, we take a look back at what could have happened if Adam made it to the big leagues and highlight a moment that could make or break his career. Today, it's the 2005 Samsung Radioshack 500 at Texas Motor Speedway. 5 years ago, Adam Petty made his first Cup Series start here. In real life, it was his only start. But today, he comes here during his fifth Nextel Cup Series season. Petty began Cup racing full-time in 2001, driving the number 45 Sprint PCS Dodge for Petty Enterprises. His father, Kyle Petty, remained in the 44 car. Petty would struggle in his rookie season, but finally made some noise in 2002 as he picked up his first career win at Talladega. He had a consistent season in 2003, though he went winless. And while he kept it clean in 2004 as well, Petty Enterprises was continually outpaced. Adam Petty finished 32nd in points in 2004, with a few DNQs as well, leading to Sprint leaving the team. Petty has been struggling to find primary sponsors so far in 2005, and with time running out, Petty Enterprises is giving the 45 car everything they have as Adam returns to the track where he has the most experience. There have been a few changes to the rest of the lineup compared to real life. Most notably, Dale Earnhardt is still alive and is currently in his final season driving the number 3. He's been driving a few special paint schemes for sponsors throughout his career, with Coca-Cola on his car at Texas today. Kevin Harvick is driving the number 30 and has been since 2002. AOL left the team after 2004, and Hershey's now serves as his primary sponsor. Over at DEI, Steve Park and Pennzoil remain in the number 1 car. And up to this point, Park has held his own, finishing inside the top 20 in points while earning a win in 2003 at Fontana and again in 2004 at Las Vegas. DEI has a 4th car running a good chunk of the schedule, primarily for Martin Truex Jr. This team aims to go full-time in 2006. Finally, Terry Labonte is still running part-time with Hendrick Motorsports, but with Kyle Petty keeping the number 44, his car is numbered to 84 instead. It is set to be an exciting day of racing at Texas Motor Speedway, and without further ado, here's a look at the starting lineup for the 2005 Samsung Radioshack 500. Starting on the pole is Casey Mears in the number 41 Target Dodge, and starting next to him is Jeff Gordon in the 24. In row 2, you'll find Tony Stewart in the number 20, and Ryan Newman starts next to him. Starting in 5th is Kevin Harvick in the number 30 Hershey Chevrolet, and Greg Biffle starts next to him in 6th. Starting 7th is Kurt Busch in the 97, and Adam Petty with an impressive qualifying run, he starts in 8th. Starting 9th is rookie Carl Edwards, and next to him is Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the number 8. Jamie McMurray will roll off in 11th, and next to him is Jeremy Mayfield in the 19. Steve Park with a good qualifying run as well. He starts in 13th and at Pennzoil Chevrolet, and next to him is Casey Kane in his sophomore season. Behind them, you'll find a couple of veterans in Dale Jarrett in the UPS Ford and Rusty Wallace. Like Dale Earnhardt running in his final full-time season, he starts in 16th. Starting 17th is Brian Vickers in the 25, and next to him is Travis Quaffle in the 77. Bill Davis Racing's Scott Wimmer will start 19th, and starting 20th, sporting those Coca-Cola colors, is the Intimidator Dale Earnhardt in the 3. Sterling Marlin will start in 21st, and starting 22nd is Mark Martin. One of Martin's teammates starts 23rd, that is Matt Kenseth, and starting 24th is Elliott Sadler. In 25th, you'll find the 18 of Bobby Labonte, and next to him is Michael Waltrip in the 15. Ken Schrader will start 27th, and Ricky Rudd will start 28th. Joe Nemechek will start in 29th, and Martin Truex Jr. running in the Busch Series, he'll start in 30th. Starting 31st is Robbie Gordon in the 7 for his own team, and in 32nd is Scott Riggs. Jason Leveler will start 33rd. Starting 34th with a rough qualifying run is Jimmy Johnson. Jeff Burton will also have a lot of work to do. He starts in 35th, and Bobby Hamilton Jr. starts 36th. Kyle Petty will start 37th in the 44, and 38th is Terry Labonte. Starting 39th is Dave Blaney in the 07, and Jeff Green is next to him in 40th. And rounding out the field is rookie Kyle Busch in the 5, and Mike Bliss in the number 0 Chevrolet for Gene Haas. And here we go. We are ready to get this show on the road. Casey Mears is on the pole with Jeff Gordon starting next to him as the pace car goes down pit road and the green flag waves. We're off at Texas. Gordon has the advantage coming off turn 4, and he will lead them back to complete the first lap. Meanwhile, behind him is the 30 of Kevin Harvick. Harvick follows Gordon, and now look at this. Harvick goes side by side with Jeff Gordon. Side by side, battling for the lead. Coming back to the line, it's going to be close. Harvick now has the lead, and that will be 5 bonus points towards making the chase for the Cup. A lot of action here early as you see Tony Stewart getting around Gordon now. He's going to move up to 3rd. Casey Mears in 2nd as we're on board with him. Very strong car in qualifying and practice, so it's going to be interesting to see if Casey Mears can make some noise here today. Tony Stewart now peeks to the inside of Casey Mears for 2nd, and Stewart makes the move. And not only that, Casey Mears now has Carl Edwards knocking on his door. Perhaps I may have spoke too soon on Casey Mears, but it is still early, still in the top 5 as Carl Edwards works his way past the 41 target dodge of Mears. Adam Petty has a lot of eyes on him and that team as they are looking for sponsorship. He's dropped to 12th since the start, but now he's looking to get into some kind of rhythm. As you see, Petty gets around Park. That is for 11th place, and now he's going to try and enter the top 10, chasing down Greg Biffle. That 45 team giving it their all. Battle up front for the lead. Tony Stewart chases down Kevin Harvick, and he will take the lead. 3 different leaders, and we're not even 10 laps in yet. We are definitely in for an exciting one this afternoon here at Texas Motor Speedway. Steve Park looking strong early, but he loses a couple of spots, and now he's outside the top 10. Park said he felt great about the setup, so look out for him to have a good run today. Adam Petty to the inside of Kurt Busch for 8th place, and there he goes. Petty moves in 8th, and you can tell Adam Petty is driving like a man on a mission right now. Casey Mears has been holding his own so far in this race. He started from the pole and is now battling Jeff Gordon for 3rd. And Casey Mears is going to clear him for that spot. As I said, we're going to be talking about Casey Mears today. If he keeps driving like this, definitely needs a good run, a good points day for sure. Let's see if he can keep up that momentum. Adam Petty now to the inside of Jamie McMurray. He wants 6th. And as they come off turn 2, Adam Petty gets it. This is the kind of race that he needs right now. As we go on board with Adam Petty, and he is proving once again to the NASCAR world he has what it takes. He just needs the equipment. So let's see what he can do the rest of this race. Could Adam Petty potentially be a threat to win today? And look out, Jeff Gordon. Adam Petty on the move again. He gets to the inside, and that number 45 Dodge is going to enter the top 5. Man, how about Adam Petty today? This is absolutely incredible. Into turn 1, that 45 Dodge is still on the move. Yes, maybe perhaps he is a threat to win today. Don't keep your eyes off of Petty now. Battle for the lead between Carl Edwards and Tony Stewart. Side by side into turns 1 and 2. Edwards on the inside of Stewart. Edwards trying to get that advantage now. They're still side by side down the back straightaway. Putting on a great show for these fans here today. Stewart now with the advantage, but Edwards still pushing through. Edwards is on the inside, and as they come back to the start and finish line, Edwards has the advantage. Here they come into turn 1. Carl Edwards takes the lead. Carl Edwards, one of the biggest rising stars this season in the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series. He leads. Could Edwards perhaps get another win here today? 33 laps are complete here at Texas, and we are starting to see some green flag pit stops as you see Tony Stewart making his way down. He's feeling pretty good about his car so far. 40 laps are complete now. Tony Stewart has reclaimed the lead with Carl Edwards and Kevin Harvick behind him, as we still have plenty of racing left to go. 60 laps remain here at Texas. Edwards pushes on to second now, and now we got a 3-car battle for the lead. Now on lap 45, and car number 45 is now up to 4th. This team is dialed in, and Adam Petty is definitely showing what he's got today. Edwards and Stewart are back at it again, battling for the lead, and Carl Edwards gets by the number 20, and Edwards back out in front. That 99 Office Depot Ford definitely has everything dialed in correctly right now. Might be the best car on the track. Looks like Carl Edwards' lead is not going to last long. Here comes Tony Stewart. Just a couple of laps later now, and Tony Stewart gets by Edwards to take the lead back. And Tony Stewart, he's not going to be an easy guy to beat. He's not going to let you get away with it that quickly, as now Kevin Harvick battles Edwards for second. Past halfway now as 60 laps are complete. Mark Martin looking to get by Adam Petty for 6th, and indeed he does, but Petty still looking strong so far. 65 laps are complete now, and once again we have another round of green flag pit stops, and several teams are reporting that this could be a fuel mileage race at the end if we continue going green from here to the finish. It's been a long green flag run so far in this race, no cautions, but we'll have to see what happens. As we enter the later stages of this race, green flag pit stops are finished. Tony Stewart remains the leader with Kevin Harvick in second, but now the question is, will we have to do one last round of pit stops, and if so, how late? Can the leaders perhaps stretch it to the finish? 5 laps to go, and the fears of being short on fuel have come true. Tony Stewart has to pit for fuel. This will hand the lead to Carl Edwards, but does he have enough? And I'm sure that 99 crew is stressed out right now because this could be close. Three laps to go for Carl Edwards, and as he heads into turn 3, he does not have enough fuel as well. He and other leaders have been pitting now, and now that's going to give the lead to his teammate, Greg Biffle, as now we have 2 laps remaining. So a Roush car is still out in front, but it's not Carl Edwards, it is the former Greg Biffle, and Roush is proving that they could be the team to beat in 2005. White flag for Greg Biffle. Biffle is trying to coast now on however much fuel he has left, as Joe Nemechek is 3 seconds back in second. And here we go, into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. It came down the fuel mileage at the end, and it'll be Greg Biffle who will win today at Texas. What a wild finish here at Texas. It ends on fuel issues for the leaders. They could not make it to the finish. And so this jumbles up the finishing order. Let's take a look here. So Greg Biffle is your winner. Joe Nemechek finishes in second. Jeff Gordon finishes third. How about Mike Bliss? After starting dead last, he finishes in fourth. Steve Park in fifth. Jamie McMurray sixth. Ken Schrader 7th, Scott Riggs 8th, Tony Stewart 9th, and Carl Edwards rounds out the top 10. And now we take a look at the rest of your finishing order. Kevin Harvick finishing in 11th. Good run for Travis Kvapil in 13th. Adam Petty ends up finishing in 16th, but even though they only finished 16th, they gained a lot of ice today. Petty Enterprises isn't going down without a fight. And a new sponsor or two would definitely help them run near the front more often. So definitely some high hopes for Adam Petty and that 45 team. Continuing through the finishing order, Dale Earnhardt Jr. finishes in 22nd, Kurt Busch in 23rd, Dale Earnhardt 24th, Michael Waltrip 27th, and you see now Ricky Rudd finishing 30th, Rusty Wallace 31st, Jeff Green 33rd, Kyle Petty 36th, and there's the rest of your finishing order. And I will note, only one car did not finish the race. That was Sterling Marlin. He had a piston issue with his car early on in the race. So while Adam Petty did get 16th, he ran great all race long, and he's definitely shown the racing world what he's capable of doing. So a lot of high hopes are that he will find sponsorship that can help him continue to run the rest of the 2005 season. And I want to thank you guys so much as always for tuning in and watching Racing Infinity. I hope you all are having a wonderful start to the new year. I'm Gray Speed Productions, and I will see you in the next video.